What's going on, Scripture Surfers? This is your host, Zach. Hope you guys have been well, and I apologize as I've been out of commission for some time here on YouTube on posting a video, but with good reasoning. I've had some things happening over the last couple months. I'm sure you have as well that have been busy and keeping me from putting together some videos, but I'll give you an update as far as what's going on. So the first exciting announcement is that I sold the 21-foot Tidewater boat. So that was a good thing, but bittersweet. That was our first saltwater boat that we'd been out on and had many adventures with lots of catches, but we were wanting to upgrade and the time was coming for our new boat to be built. Well, as I was waiting for the new boat to be built in the lineup, I looked online just by happenstance. I felt like God was prompting me to look at like 2 in the morning, and sure enough, on Boat Trader, I found the exact same boat with all the electronics that I wanted, just 2 feet bigger and only 100 hours on the motor used, and it saved me like $40,000 to make that purchase. So even as hard as it is in today's market to find a used boat, they've been coming down a bit in pricing. I was able to lock this in and go get it the same week. So now we have a 30-foot center console Cobia. The 301cc is the boat brand name, and it has twin 300 Yamahas on it that only had 100 hours. So we have been blessed. We've been going out on it and putting some sea time on it, but man, this thing handles like a dream. So that happened, and then the next thing that occurred is I'll show you guys my hand here if you can see this gnarly looking V, and I'll put in some pictures here at the hospital, but I ended up having to have surgery on my hand from this weird, I don't know, they call it trigger finger. Well, all of a sudden my finger locked in place and wouldn't extend or it'd swell up. And it happened for a couple months. It was getting worse and worse. Well, it ended up that I had an infection in my hand and I had to get surgery. And what they're saying caused it, they believe, after doing the pathology report, was a deep sea fish spiking me, like a black belly Rosie from one of the trips I did down to the Keys, where I think through my glove it spiked me. And that bacteria down there is pretty nasty, and apparently that got deep enough into my skin and I didn't clean it out to where I had to go get surgery on it. So lesson learned to myself, I'm going to be way more careful in handling the fish and just cleaning myself up after getting cuts potentially. It happens all the time where we go out and scar yourself up, but it's the first I've ever heard of it. So let that be a warning shot to you all out there. Relative to deep sea, potentially any fish, watch out if you get spiked. Maybe clean up the the cut with some Purell or something like that. Well, without further ado, I've got some videos I'll post up, but we are really excited about this coming weekend. It's Thursday now. Tomorrow, we are going out July 8th, Friday, for red snapper season here in the Atlantic coast. So in the Atlantic, we are only allowed 2 days this season, July 8th and July 9th for red snapper season. That's it. So I am going to be making it to the dock bright and early at like 2 a.m. because it's a madhouse. Everyone from Central Florida and East Coast is going to go head out on Friday and Saturday because that's the only 2 days we're allowed without a size limit. One licensed catcher can only keep 1 catch of the red snapper. So I'm going to be going out with 5 guys, 5 red snappers, all we're allowed to keep. So it'll be fun. It'll be a madhouse, but we'll keep you guys posted, let you see what all the excitement's about. I think we're going to hook up with something big. Oh! Well, keeper king, man.
Here we go.
Is it a Goliath?
It's a Goliath!
Oh!
That is the biggest golden tile I've ever seen. It's a sea monster. Oh my gosh, that is a big fish. God's providing, which he does well. Well, good morning, Scripture Surfers. This is your host, Zach, coming to you from New Smyrna Beach at Ponce Inlet. It is 3:45 a.m. at the docks, and the reason I'm here so bright and early and chipper is because it's red snapper season. That's right, we start today, July the 8th, for a 2-day Atlantic snapper season, red snapper season to be specific. So I'm at the North Causeway right now, ramp, and I had to get here at 3:30 in the morning to launch by myself, put in all the gear and all that, and I was the only boat going in at the ramp at that time, but there are already people in the water getting set up. There's a series of boats coming in right now. It's starting to get busy. The ramp's filling up. I got my good friends coming, Tony Thomas, Ben Markham, and Brian Piccolo. We had one guy that couldn't make it, but we're gonna go out today, and guys, it's gonna be an awesome trip. We're gonna hook up with some hopefully big red snapper. I got a couple spots marked that we're gonna go out to, and if we catch them early, the idea would be we go trolling. Number one thing right now is safety. There's a lot of people converging onto this spot in the morning, and it's a parking lot out there. People are new, they don't know the waterways, they're going over the sandbars. It's gonna be a hot mess. So whenever you're in a position like this, I would forego a couple hours of sleep to get in early to get set up so that everybody has a good time and isn't frantic at the dock. But I'm gonna go out now. I'm gonna put in some chum in a pinfish trap that I just bought, and I'm gonna go see to make the best of this next hour to just chum up some pinfish and do a little trap that I've got, and I hope that get some bait. I've already got some frozen bait. We bought it last night. The guys are gonna go get shrimp this morning at 5 a.m. when the bait shop opens, but I'm hoping to catch some live fish just to add on to our repertoire of what we're gonna have to go out with. So it's gonna be a great day, guys. We'll see you out there. All right, guys, so this is a pinfish trap. In effect, what you have is a metal cage that has weights on the corner that are built into it, and then I installed an additional weight with a zip tie just because I wanted it to hold with current. And then you've got two little inserts in here where the pinfish come in and come up through here, and they get stuck and can't get out. And all you have to do is have like a 12-foot rope with a buoy, and then you write R and R on both sides for recreation. And then I just put my phone number in case something happens to it. But what you do is you get a block of chum and just cut it up in half. Doesn't that look disgusting? Because it is. So just cut it up in half. I've been letting this thaw out, and once you get this cut up, you just go ahead and drop it in and you throw it overboard, and then you've got yourself a pinfish bait trap ready to go, which is marked. And I'll come back here in about an hour and check on it, and I'm sure we'll have some crabs and some other stuff. But what you can't do is catch little baby snapper and bring them. It's not your fault if you catch them, but you can't put them in your live well after. So I'll be checking the bait and showing you guys what I get soon. All right, so I've got the nasty chum. I'm gonna take it and try to keep it off the boat. I got a little cut on my hand, so I'm gonna protect that with my thumb. Just take it, again, drop it in there nice and easy without trying to let it get all over the boat. My chum is in. You shut the cage. There's a little clasp. You take this, and what you want to do is try to get these portholes where the fish can go in to go the direction of the current. So right now the current is going outbound. I don't know if you guys can see the bridge. It's pitch black out here. And what you're hearing in my motors is I've got my my control on right now for the let's see, for the bottom. So there it went under. We're in 12 feet. So we'll come back and check on that in a minute. All right, guys, we're out getting ready to go. We checked the pinfish trap, and unfortunately nothing hit yet. And we're not gonna bring it on the boat. It's kind of nasty, so we're just gonna leave it and see what happens today, and I'll come back, and you know, this will be my first test of my new pinfish trap. Well, let me introduce you to the guys that are coming out. We've got Dr. Brian Piccolo, Ben Markham, and Tony Thomas. And these guys I've gone out with last time for red snapper season, so we know the drill. Now we're about to head out. The boats are already coming. It's kind of like a conveyor belt of boats don't know if you can see it in the night here, but we're excited to go on the boat. We're probably going 32 miles, heading offshore to my favorite snapper site, which I'm not going to give you the numbers for. That'll cost you a lot of money, but there you go. That's back in effect 32 miles out. So we'll see you guys soon.
Guys, so we are out here 34 miles and Brian here just goes, hey Zach, you got something on. All right, so let's see what we got cooking with. All right, 10 feet, 9 feet, 6 feet.
Oh.
It's a donkey. That's what we were hunting for. Right there. That's what we were hunting for, guys. Right there. Get under his gill here, for the love of Pete. Circle hook right in the jaw. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him over. I just don't want to lose him.
Oh, beautiful fish.
Bam!
Wow.
Woo!
Very nice.
Bam!
Beautiful.
All right, here you go. Let me untangle. I'm just gonna set it here for a sec. All right. Guys, this is what we were after.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's what we were after.
Yes,
Red
sir.
Snapper. One right here, guys.
All right, hold on here.
Look at that. Scripture surfer, right on the money. All I did was a full ballyhoo and a shark deterrent weight, sit it down, and we are on with the big bait. Big bait, big fish.
Massive.
So we're 1 out of 4.
Beautiful.
All right, Brian.
Yeah.
You've got a fight there for you, man. We had out a, I think it was a shrimp on this with some extra weight, and I was just letting it free line out. And, you know, I was just checking it and pulling it in about halfway, and it just goes to show what a little action can do. So we started going ahead and reeling in, and at about 2 reels, he gets smacked. So we're just waiting and anticipating to see what we've got, as they say. But looks to be something fun. And actually, this reel's got a ton of drag I can put on. I can put 40 pounds of drag on this. So I'm letting it run. I don't want to.
Yeah. Tire them out.
Yeah, let them tire out. So that's a thing that. So as you notice, Brian's not high sticking it. He's not pulling it way out of the water and then working his way down. What can happen in that case is the hook can come out. There's a circle hook on here. But what I've learned is, just like a jigging rod, just hold it out, reel it in, let the reel and the rod do the work. And there you got a snapper.
Wow.
There you go. There's your ARS, American Red Snapper, we were targeting. And he hit him in the middle of the water column.
Nice. Hey.
That was our target fish.
All gonna drop for the line right here.
Grab your fingers under here.
Yep.
Shouldn't be sharp. Oops. Feel it?
Yep.
There you go.
This side.
Come on, Brian. Look at that, ARS, American Red Snapper.
There you go.
It's a good one. Guys, so I'm gonna show you something called Ike Jim. And what I'm gonna do here is take a spike, kind of like an ice spike, ice pick. The fish is still alive. He would just freeze in here and in effect suffocate. So what I'm gonna do, which doesn't seem as humane, but it is spike his brain. I'm trying to feel for the soft spot right in the side here, and then right through the head. You gotta watch out you don't spike yourself. There you go. So see, now he is cooked. So now he's definitely dead. That's a brain spike. Sometimes you'll see him shake a lot violently, and then what I'm gonna do is just cut out his gills. Just take your knife, your fillet knife, bait knife, go in there, tear around a little bit, and now what's gonna happen is he's not gonna be alive to pump adrenaline through his blood. and his blood is gonna drain out in there, so we're gonna have a little bit more whiter meat as we're going. And that's how you do it, guys. Guys, I'm stoked. We threw down my watermelon jig in 120 feet of water, and we've got something. So it looks to be a little jack. Yeah, a little bar jack, blue jack, nothing we would keep. Well, that was a fun little hookup. All right, we'll take it. There you go. Little blue jack. Hey guy, we'll send you back. Nice catch, Ben.
All right.
Whoop. Bye-bye. He's good to go. Off to fight another day. All right, guys. Ben caught something big. We had another ballyhoo down, just waiting at the bottom with a circle hook. And sure enough, it got smacked. And I think we've got ourselves another red snapper. So if it is, I just want you to start walking. It is, walk to the back of the boat here. Then just start walking back. Yeah, walking back, walking back. We got another reef.
Yeah.
King, look at him. We're gonna bring him in through the door. Hold on, I'll help you out. Look at this guy. Hold on, don't let him come out. Oh, there he is. Oh, the nice little kick at the end. Woo! Ben Markham. Woo! Hold on, let's get that door shut. There we go. Guys, this is what it's all about, having excitement. Ben, how do you feel?
I feel great.
Woo! All right, man, what a fish. What a fish. What a fish. All right, let's get that secure. And I'll bring them on over. Take a look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why we came out right there.
Now there's actually boats for a good stint. We were the only ones out for a bit. So Ben is on to something. You had a shrimp on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's hard to fish, smoke a cigar, and talk. I get it. I get it. Stay with the fish. Stay with the fish. Ben brought in one of the nice big reds we had. Yeah, nope, it's a jack. No, it's a jack. It's an amberjack. Hey, that's a keeper. Jellyfish. Yeah, bring it over. This little tuna feather. We're still 30 miles offshore. We've been catching a lot of the red snapper. I'm just checking out my lure here. You want the hook to set upward. So I'm gonna try to get the eyes and the hook to set upward. And I'm gonna let this one go far out and back. Give it a, make sure it's not caught by the knot. Give it a toss. And it'll start going out. Watch out for new lures. The dye comes off of them. There's a lot of yellow dye from that feather. So I've got to clean it off the deck faster today. Got some blood and guts on here, which is a good day for catching all these red snapper. All right, the next thing I'm going to go after here is a planer. Now, before I do that though, watch my line. Now we're on the high vis line. Just going to let it keep going. I haven't free-spooled it because if I did that, it would backlash on me. It's engaged. You guys, when you want to set the drag, you want to be able to come out. It's not coming out easy, so I'm going to lower the drag. There you go. Flicker's on. You want it so it's just coming out. Right about there. See, now I got a high vis line. The next thing I'm going to is this sea witch. And this is the bait skirt. It's baits. It's basically a mylar skirt that looks like a bonita strip. So if you see here, I've got a double rig hook setup that I built myself. So the first thing you do is come here at the top. Try to go as centered as possible. And don't rip it. Go slow. So now I've got the first one Now I'm gonna look and go for the second and measure out where I need to place it. So it needs to come out not tight. So I need slack, so I need it right about here. All right, so see, now I've got a straight hook set up, mylar skirt, and this is going on a planer. So now what I'm gonna do is send this down just as is. Once it gets in the current, it'll go. So now it's dragging, here it goes. So I've got one far back. I'm gonna get to the bridle. There's the bridle. Right now, drag. Move a pole. Gotta be on your game when you fish, guys. Bring it up to a closer rod holder, makes it easier. All right. Give myself some line. And now with the bridle. So here, the weight side, again, comes to you. Flip it. I would go. Up here. I know me. It's not even go. Now when it goes down in the water, I will be alert. Get tension. Gauge it. See it dragging down. We're good. Too much tension, so I'm gonna bring back on the drag. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of sargassum around, so I will probably hook up with some seaweed. It'll just follow the line down right on top of the planer. That's okay, it's all part of it. And that's hopefully what we hear, guys, whenever it fits in. All right, we'll leave it right here. Clicker's come in. Now we're gonna go over to the last one. So on this one, I've got a heavier pound test. What I'm gonna be using on this, it's a Clark spoon. Clark spoon hot pink. It's got this cool reflectiveness to it that I like. So again, all I'm doing is sending it out. Let the current take it, a sec here. Keep your finger on the drag or the spool so you don't bird's nest. Not a lot of weight on it right now. All right. There's the bridle. Bring it back. Same setup. Gotta be nimble. Gotta be quick. Gotta be nimble. Creep on a big one like that because of how much tension there is. So I got a 10-pot rod, there's a 130-pound braid, 200-pound mono, and it's got all that drag pulling it down, but it's you know, swimming straight. We're set up, we're good to go. I'll let you know when we catch something. Yep, head up that dock. There you go. Left to right. That way.
You guys make out okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we did. It's a great day.
Double triggers?
Yeah. Nice king. Some reds. Right? Good day. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. We're heading to the fillet table, boys. We'll have a nice dinner, rustle it up, maybe go to the restaurant, have them fillet us up something and blacken some fish. We don't know, we'll see. But I can make fish lollipops with as much fish as I have. We might do that, all right, Tony? Fish lollipops.
Fish lollipop, sounds good.